morning, scrappers, scrapettes, plan-delivered recyclers, earthlings, aliens, and everybody else. Gotta come up with a new opening line for my family. You know, we text each other good morning every day, and that's kind of our standard our standard greeting to each other now. So why not? So yesterday, I spent in the yard, got quite a bit done. So today, it looks like the weather is not going to allow me to get back in the yard today. So what I think I'm going to do is just dig into this ridiculously huge pile of e-scrap and try to get some of my order fill. Oh, hey, good morning, Patrick. First one in. So anyway, I thought what I would do is try to get some of these Ciscos apart. I took a couple apart last night. This is kind of a problem area. I don't know what they used to put these in, but not being able to get these out can really gum up the whole works. So worst case scenario is I get most of it apart. What I'm going after today really is the RAM and probably these heat sinks. These just come off. There's just a little C-clip here, and you can just clip that and push these screws through. I've got a car full of metal already, but I've got to have something non-ferrous to bring up to the yard. Otherwise, it's not worth the time and the effort. I will be getting pictures of the garden up, guys, maybe next week. It is coming along quite well. I put 10 bags of mulch down. I have Vinca vine that has decided it wants to be a lawn. It is everywhere. And it's a mess out there. I didn't get anything done last year. I mean, the poor lawn just really went to heck last summer. I didn't get much of anything done, really. But I did buy the house this winter from my mom's estate, so I'm looking forward to getting the gardens reestablished. I like my gardens. Mom liked them too, so we'll get that done. And I'm right on a quarter, and we've got a pretty good sized piece of land, so if I can make it nice, I'll enjoy it out there this summer. I was laughing. I was out there yesterday. My across the street neighbors, very nice people. They moved in last fall, and here we go. We're gonna right in queue get one of these screws up. Thank you. I must look pretty knackered. I finished as much as I could do. I went out. I collapsed in a lawn chair. And the lady across the street brought me a beer. And I was ready, but it was really a spectacular day. I find with these kind of screws, guys, if you use the power tools, it's going to strip them. So far so good. I know it's boring as heck watching me unscrew these things. Good morning, Todd, and top of the morning, Scrap Happy Pappy. Should have seen Home Depot. Good Lord, you would have thought they were giving stuff away yesterday. They had a sale. 5 bags of mulch for $10. So, yeah. I got the lawn seed down. I got the grub killer down. There. So this, my friends, is a Cisco UCS-B20M3 blade server. I really hadn't given these kind of servers much thought before, but I had an opportunity to purchase these really, really cheap. And you know, when you're, I'll get to that in a minute, T3M, hang on. He's asking, how do you get these things? Well, I've been doing this for almost 8 years, and over 8 years I've bought and sold a lot from local people. I've made the connections that I've invested in the connections that I needed to make, and you know, now people give me a lot of stuff for free that's just outdated and they can't resell. Usually I offer to help them go empty the if they're doing an office clean out or whatever. You know, I'll offer my services. I'll go up and give them a hand, and they'll give me a car full of computers. But these are blade servers. So this is how you get the blade, and you open this arm up and down. It slides out like a tray, like a drawer. And you know, there's whatever number they have in the server of these blades. They're a lot lighter to deal with than those heavy honking servers. There's no power supply in these, which makes it a lot lighter right off the bat. Really, if you were to compare this up against the regular dual socket motherboard, if I have one up here, I'll grab it, you'll see there's a lot less wasted space for those of you who are into gold recovery and scrapping, etc., etc. These may be just as good an investment for you. You're going to get the CPUs, you'll get the chips, and you'll get a bit of RAM. So, I don't know. Board Sort buys stuff by the pound, but for me, a lady scrapper, these are a lot easier to deal with. Cisco products, guys, are usually pretty good. Sun is usually pretty good. This is Cisco, Samsung. Trying to see if I can get a number off here. It's not shielded though, so it's pretty substantial. I've got 1 pound ready to go. Hopefully by the end of today I'll have a pound of this too. Finally caught up on all my orders of RAM. Holy Toledos. And another piece of advice, no, T3M, I don't rebuild them, I just take them apart. Good morning, Mr. Blackwell. I take them apart and I scrap them. I mean, that's what I do. I resell the components where I can. You know, take the metal up to the metal yard. I sell a lot to an online purchaser. I don't have a local purchaser, although I think I will before too long. In the meantime, my online purchaser pays enough that it's worth it. I can't see what this is. I don't know. Now we've got a bunch of this. This came out of the Dells. It's not great. It's okay. I mean, it's good for gold recovery. But this is what I'll get out of the Ciscos. The Dell blades that we did, they had copper heat sinks in them. That was a surprise. I didn't expect those. You know, I called the scrapyard yesterday before I went because it's a half an hour's drive. This is what came out of the Dells. I've just got to nip these off, which doesn't take long, and then I'll have, I think it's 0.08 ounces of clean copper. I got so screwed on that last week too. I called before I went up there, said, what are you paying on Bear Bright? They said $3.75. I said, okay. You know, I needed the money, so off I went, right? Get up there, they gave me $2.79. I said, load it back in the truck. I said, I'm tired of playing screwed at the scrapyard. And I left. And I'm not, I haven't gotten myself into a situation where I'm so desperate that I'm going to take that kind of abuse, you know. That's said, the scrapyard owner called me and apologized. I said, you told me it was bare bread. I brought it in the other day and I showed it to you. I said I should have gotten $4.75 a pound. He was a new guy. He didn't know. Bull crap. Don't give me that crap, all right? I said I want it in writing before you weigh me out. I don't know if you saw what just happened to me, guys. And I'm okay, by the way. When you're using a drill that's really too heavy for the job, which this really is, make sure you set it on the lowest setting. This actually is an impact driver. And just enough. I do have 2 screwdrivers downstairs, but I don't have any batteries for them right now. I'm good. I'm a little bit tired, Scrap Happy Pappy. I was out doing yard work all day, and maybe that spot right there, that's the only spot in my body that doesn't hurt. It's a good exercise. I was going to do that apple all-in-one this morning. I don't think I'm going to get to it. I think I've got to get these out of the way because of space. So, I put that in the queue for later in the week. Which Xeon processor is it? I think it's the E series. Let's see if there's a date on this. Sometimes if you're looking for a date on these, if it's not on the side, you can get it off the CPU. I do try to read the questions, guys, when I can. And if you do have a question and I callously ignore you, please leave it in the comments and I'd be glad to acknowledge it later. These are Intel Xeon ES2660V2, Costa Rica. I'm surprised though. Usually there's a date on here, and there's not. But they're pinless. There's absolutely no resale in them. I've got 100 of them up for resale. Nobody wants them. I leave them up for a week to 2 weeks, and then after that, off they go to board sort. I do have them for sale by the pound if anybody's interested in them. So, hello S.M. Whitefield, welcome. I do see some new names popping up in the chat. Welcome all of my new watchers, followers, subscribers. Yes, I'm very tired this morning. I'm sorry if I'm a little bleh. It's good tired though, good tired. Alright, so getting there. About 3/4 of a pound here so far. This is already a pound. I know that already. I weighed it yesterday. So, hello, Darrell Hoffman. Nice to see you in the chat. It's going to rain today, which is good because I put down grass seed yesterday, and I'd like to see it get watered in, but it's bad because I won't be able to get anything done, and the yard's gotten, and the mess has gotten ahead of me again. Yeah, nobody here but me, so I can live with it. Nice aluminum, guys. Let's see. This is 0.08, so this is probably about half a pound. This is a little over 3/4. I am going to try to get a load of this to go. I've got a lot of steel in the car. Got to take some non-ferrous with me, you know. Hello, CBiggs86, welcome. So what's everybody doing this weekend? Or what did everybody do this weekend? It's almost over, huh? You out there scrapping like me? We have large item pickup going on, and you know, people think it's okay to just make a sloppy big mess out there. But I went down to go get my coffee this morning, and I picked up a trampoline, a couple of old school wheelchairs, and a bunch of other stuff. So Now it's in the car. These are a little bit difficult to get out on these. You have to do it by hand, guys, otherwise it's just going to strip, and then you can't get the board out. So take the time, do these by hand. You'll thank me. Right here, there's a set of screws that's screwed into a riser post. Look at the tantalums on here. Can anybody refresh my memory what these are called? I had a complete and total brain blowout, and I can't remember. Just a visitor joined. Well, welcome. Visit for a long time. We're here almost every Sunday. I won't be here next Sunday, guys. It is Mother's Day, and I'm going to take my nephew and his mother-in-law and his family out for breakfast. They're very, very good to me. My whole family's good to me, but the boys are really good to me. My family's amazing. They check in on me every day. They come visit me every Sunday. The least I can do is take them out for breakfast. Thanks for the like, Scrap Happy Pappy. Speaking of, now there's another component in here. Can anybody enlighten me as to what this actually is? It's back here. On this. You know what, let me push this, let me turn this around. You really don't need to see the front, you need to see the back. My guts say it's some kind of a backplane board, because, look at that. Scrapping Irish, if you're out there, I bet you're drooling across the pond here, huh? Ah, thank you. It's VRM, it controls voltage to the CPU. Thank you so much for that, I appreciate that. Gold is, I believe, the best conductor of electricity. Copper quite good for heat, and aluminum, of course. So yeah, there's a lot of gold pins under here, and it plugs in back here. Alright, thank you for that, I appreciate that. I learned a lot from you guys, and I do appreciate that. So what I'll probably do is I think I've got 12 of these to do. Maybe we'll put these all together in a lot, huh? There's another pin. We have an oak tree in our backyard. That oak tree was huge when I was little. I'm not little anymore. And every year it sheds these messy, pollinated things. Right, usually right after I finish cleaning the yard up, it has deposited its mess everywhere. Ugh. Now again, these little screws, guys, you want to make sure you hand loosen, because they'll strip and then you got more problems than you need. Huh? I picked up a couple of Cisco switches yesterday and a couple of chunky laptops, but I tend to stay away from lives in the afternoon because Shark Scrapper and Scrapping Irish both go on in the afternoon. They go on, I think they go on YouTube, but they have a lot of followers and a lot of subscribers, and I actually like to watch their afternoon video. And so I'm usually done early, like by 10 o'clock. I try to catch the 11:30 mess if I'm able to, and then come home and watch the two gentlemen. If you're into gold refining, guys, Scrapping Irish is a great guy to watch. He knows a lot about it. He knows what he's doing, which is really super important when you're dealing with this. I have not seen much of him this week. And Shark Scrapper does a lot of discussion about pricing and such. If you're also looking to find out about pricing, Tom on the iScrap app, he owns Rockaway Recycling. and he goes on usually Sunday afternoons. He'll do his take on the metal market and everything else. Also, I would really highly encourage you guys to shop around and check your local yards. Like yesterday, the local yard was paying $100 a gross ton for shred. You know, I drove 20 minutes more and I got $180 a gross ton. It's about 14 cents a pound, give or take a little bit. And then they screwed me on the copper, so it's going to be my new series, Screwed at the Scrapyard. I swear to God. Make myself a little room here. Probably this afternoon I will put some new product up in my eBay store for you guys. If you see something in there that you're interested in, shoot me a message. Because, you know, maybe I have to price it just a little bit higher because of sales taxes and this, that, and the other thing. Pretty much, I will sell it at board sort price, whatever board sort would pay me, I will sell it at. I do try to make some things available to you guys when I can. These are nice boards, guys. And there's not a lot of waste on this. Not a lot of waste on this board at all. Some comments have been filtered to protect the community. Well, did somebody use a naughty word? Did I use a naughty word? I hope not. Oh, I guess I said screwed at the scrapyard, huh? Ooh, I'm gonna get a strike. I don't care. Let's get these out. Cisco boards are really, really good. Older the better. If you can get pre-2020, you're going to get a much higher quality board. Yeah, like I said, next week I won't see you on Sunday. We're actually going to go up to the Mohegan Sun Casino. I am not a big fan of casinos, but they have their yearly brunch is really good. My mom and I used to go every year, and they had a giveaway. I actually got 4 tickets for free, which can't beat free. And then they have a craft beer festival in the afternoon. So I decided I would stay over because I'm going to drink. I don't want to try to drive home. That's not sensible. And then Monday, TT has been funky for a couple of weeks now. I think I missed something somewhere. TikTok? Oh yeah, no, I see what you said. Yeah, I don't know. They rejected one of my videos. Got a I don't know, what do you call it, like an audit from TikTok, and I got this warning, and you know, I sent the thing and I appealed it. I said, what did I do? What did I say? Nothing. And they removed it, and I know official test dude got hammered for something like that last week too. He didn't even do anything. So at first glance, there's not a heck of a lot here. I will tell you there is gold under here. This is gold. So I will sell this as a low-grade well, actually, I'll sell it as a peripheral board. Probably low-grade because there's not a lot in the way of chips back here. There's a lot of gold flashing though. A lot of gold. PID. So I'll try and get the screws off if I can. Let's see if I can get under here. Yeah, you know, it's kind of like eBay, Todd. You know, at any given moment they can throw you off and you don't know what the heck you've even done. I've had it happen twice. I have 100% perfect feedback. I've been on eBay since it started. And your account has been suspended. I'm like, for what? You know, welcome to AI. You know what I mean? Things going to get worse. All right, I need a pair of channel grips to get this off, but let's get all gold pins under it, like that. All right, let's keep digging, huh? I think ever since they got suspended for a day or two or whatever happened, Todd, I think I don't know. I don't think TikTok has been right since that whole debacle. I also have a YouTube channel exactly for the same thing. So you know. So this is what's under here. I'll get that off after, and let's see what that is. Wow. Wow. Look at all these goodies. Holy smokes. That's a great board, guys. Didn't disappoint. 01 Wizard, welcome. Let me see. I think I'm going to see if I can find a proper tool. Yeah, I wanted to get out to the UPS store yesterday and get all my shipping done just to get, just to keep the boxes out of the market. I had nothing left after putting down 10 bags of mulch and raking and cutting grass and drinking a Corona. It was really good. I don't really drink Corona. It's a little strong for my taste, but boy was it good. Thank you, T-Man 6996. Thank you for the gift, and thank you for joining us this morning. Good to see you, and a fine good morning to you as well. Yes, I'm quite froggy this morning. It's thanks to our beautiful oak tree that's shedding lovely crap all over the yard. Oh my God, I said crap. I'm going to get another spray. Oh my God. This has to be the craziest weather lately, too. Finally got warm yesterday. We had a cold winter there. I mean, the coldest winter I remember this year. It was cold and long. Good morning, Heath. I should be able to just pull this free, guys. You can go after this too. It's a small black back plane board. This is something I might put aside to go after lately. I'm not going to take the time to do it, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be some gold pins here. So in this case, yeah, I'm going to go after that. I usually don't, but that one I'm going to. Yeah, guys, if this goes out of the field division, let me know in the comments. I'm so used to working with servers which take up the whole table. This is a lot easier to work with, and I'm still going to get a dual metal socket server board out of it, so not so bad. Thank you, Candyman, for the rose. I had somebody send me a bouquet the other day. It was so cute. Oh, who was it? Custom Computer. I had never seen that before. It was really cute. Be careful, guys. This stuff is sharp. I don't have any wish to cut myself again like I did a couple of weeks ago. So I gave my gloves to my neighbor, my other pair to my nephew. So I gotta be careful. I don't want to get cut again. That was a bad one. It healed up good though. You still see I've still got a bit of a scar here though. It's all right. I can still play the piano.
Which app do you want to listen to this on?
I don't. Go away, Siri.
Okay.
Thank you. Good morning, Blue 34, 34, 34, 34, 34, 34. Yeah, and again, I do have power tools, but they're noisy. Let's see. I don't have too much left, really. I'm going to pull the board in a minute so you can see what's on the back. There'll be a chip under here. There'll be a chip under here. See if I can get those off for you. I might have to go pop the AC on. I really don't want to, but it's getting awfully humid. And given the fact I can't breathe because of allergies, I think I'm going to just take, excuse me for one moment, guys, I'm going to kick the air on. So you guys don't have to listen to me sniff. Okay. Flathead screwdriver, flathead. When you do these, guys, make sure you cover, especially these spring-loaded ones, because cover up, otherwise you're going to get it right in the eye. And I usually do this so it's not pointing at my face when I cut it. Sometimes there's plastic on the bottom and you can get them from the bottom, which is even safer. But yeah, these spring-loaded things will really go after you. Yuck, I hate spiders. Kevin, are you referring to my lovely post about the little bee on the picture the other day? Or do you just put bees into your handle? You guys know what I'm talking about. If you look on my pictures, you'll see I had a lovely German yellow jacket in my kitchen the other day, and he crawled up onto one of my mom's flower pictures. Silly thing, thought it was real, so I took the picture down and took it outside and let him be on. Alright, honestly guys, in real time these take me about 5 minutes to get apart. But, you know, I'm running my mouth. It takes me a lot longer. Alright, this should come free. I got everything off, I think. Be free! This last little fella off. I want to show you the back of the board. Hello, Ivan. Welcome. Ta-da! Look at that. So there's the board. Here's the front. There's the back. Lots of gold there. It's a good board. If I can get this bracket off, I will. I don't. It might be bolted. I do try to get that off when I can. I should think it would just pry off. Or not. Anyway, make sure you put these down when you go to ship, otherwise you'll wind up with an awful mess. Okay, there's the chip. This is, let me see if this has the plastic. I'll show you what I was talking about a minute ago. Yeah, this is the other side of that aluminum heatsink. And you can get it off in the back. You don't run the risk of getting a face full of E-scrap. You know, take the protection where you can, right? A lot of gold. This is a nice board, guys. Very, very good quality. It does not have a date on it. I was hoping it would. I suppose if I if I were to look up the model number, I could get an idea when these were made. It's heavy. That's a heavy board. So I will sell that as a dual metal socket server board. Hi, Wally Up. How are you? How come you're not fishing? I'm assuming you're a fisherman with a hand like Wally Up. Alright, you know what? I think I'm going to do one more. Just for those of you who joined a little bit late. The Dell ones were good too. Not as good as the Cisco's were, but that's actually pretty commonplace anyway. Alright, let me get this out of the way. I am going to go after these backplane boards later. Let's see if I can get those off. It's a real funny shaped screw on here. And the only reason I'd waste my time, not waste my time, but I'd even go after these is I'm pretty sure there's gold pins underneath. Let's see if we can get that off. Shouldn't be anything holding it on, really. Come on now. Off with you. Off with your head. Off with your backplane board. This is, it's a backplane board because the hard drive's plugged into it. So it is a backplane board, albeit a very small one. I don't want to fuss with that on video, guys. That's too fiddly to make you guys watch. But I would take the time to go after those because that's going to be gold. Yeah. I don't want to waste any precious metal recovery on these guys, I'll tell you. So this will sell as a peripheral high-grade board. Got lots of visible gold, lots of chips, got tantalum capacitors, and that'll be listed or sold depending, if I sell it at the board sort, that'll be a peripheral high-grade board. Peripheral boards simply mean it's not a motherboard. Just as simple as that. It's not a motherboard. It's on the periphery. It's on the outside edge. It comes out of a wireless equipment. It comes out of something else. In other words, I have no idea where else to put it. Aha. I see why you wouldn't come out. See it? There's a screw there. Sorry guys, I am dragging it this morning. I apologize. That's alright. I worked hard yesterday. It's okay if I'm dragging it. We work hard every day, Scrapper community. Hello, Daryl Huffman. How are you this morning? And again, you can see there's definitely gold here, so definitely want to go after that guy. There we go. Alright, so there's definitely gold under here, and there's definitely gold here. And you can see it. See the flashing there? So I know there's gold pins under there. So yeah, in this case, definitely go after those. It's worth it. There we go. We're the one way to skin a cat, eh? Gunner 270. Welcome. All right, guys. Let me go put this one away and get another. I don't know where that came from, but I know where it's going. Retirement fund. Alright, let me go grab another one. I'll be right back. Nice clean aluminum. This has, by the way, guys, check with your yard because my yard makes me separate painted aluminum from regular aluminum. I'm not going to argue with them because I don't want to get downgraded any more than I did. It's not worth it. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. I love that handle. How are you this morning? Welcome aboard. Welcome in. Wow. Look at that. So, yeah, definitely, if you can get a chance to get these Cisco blades, guys, they're absolutely worth it. You've got a lot less waste, a lot less weight, unless you want the power supplies. Yeah, these are worth it. I'm going to go grab another one, okay? Be right back. It's right outside the door here. It'll just take me a minute. Boy, it is going to pour. Absolutely going to pour. Buckets. Keep the oak pollen outside, huh? All right, let's do another one. Why not? I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Are you kidding me? I should get a shirt that says me, because I say that all the time. Are you kidding me? And there was somebody famous who used to say that all the time. Are you kidding me? And I can't remember who it was. It was like their line, their tagline. I can't remember. That's okay. My UPS store takes this all my packing material, and he recycles it. Of course, it saves some money, but I feel better about it not going into the dump. I'm really happy he takes it. He does that. He also takes the big server boxes and recycles those too. You know, I mean, of course he's saving money, but you know, I hate plastic. There's two here. In fact, I just honestly bought 2 more of these. Oh, that's what I was starting to say about next weekend. I'm going to go up to the Mohegan Sun for a craft beer festival, and to take my nephew and his mother-in-law and his family out for breakfast, and then I'm going to stay over and I'm going to go into Coventry, where one of my really somebody I've been working with a very long time. They're really, really good to me. They, you know, keep the stuff. They know what I do, you know, and they keep me in mind when they find unrepairable and unresellable technology, which is exactly what I'm looking for. You wind up buying e-scrap a lot of times when you do a channel, because you know you've got to have fresh content for your friends and your subscribers. Otherwise, you're not going to have a channel very long, huh? All right. So yeah. So I've got kind of an all-in-one trip planned for that. He's got a few things aside for me. Hopefully some things that I haven't scrapped out for you guys before. I never know what's coming in. So don't buy e-scrap if you don't have to, guys. You're not going to make any money, I'm telling you. I just buy it because I have to create content, you know, for the channel. Otherwise, I couldn't hang out with you guys on Sunday mornings and chat, eh? Yeah, let me just clean up this. Oh, well, the sun just came out. That would be nice. Boy, would I love to finish getting that milk done today. All right, round 2, here we go. Okay, this looks like another Cisco. I got Cisco's and I got Dell's. And I said I'd like to get these apart today. I've got a lot of people asking for RAM. If I could get some RAM up for sale today, I want to do that. I finally caught up with all those orders from last week. I had plenty of material, but it was shielded and I had to clean it all. yeah, I got everybody caught up. Then UPS lost a 10-pound order of RAM on me, so I had to scramble to replace that. They actually wrote to me yesterday and said they located my package and they're working on retrieving it, which is good. I was able to replace the gentleman's order, though I always keep extra. And so he got taken care of, and then they did find my package, and I'm very happy. Everybody's happy. All right. This one got kind of bent. I'm not sure. Let's give her a go this way. Yeah, it got bent. So yeah, these just here. Let me just turn this for you real quick. This is so much easier than having to deal with servers. See the back? So that's where it plugs into the cabinet. You know, it's like like sliding drawers. But look at the gold. Patrick, are you scrapping anything fun today? I liked your record player last night. That was cool. I was surprised you found as much in there as you did. I expected a synchronous motor and that was it. I was surprised you found so much other stuff in there. It's Patrick Williams, guys. Alright, so these, again, my advice is to take them out by hand, otherwise they're going to strip and you won't be able to get the board out. You know. Yes, I know, I need to get power tools and power screwdrivers and this, that, and the other thing. I'm too lazy to go to Harbor Freight today. I ordered 2 sets of electrician's screwdrivers. Hello, Paradise. Welcome. Welcome to Paradise. No pun intended. Oh, yes, it was. Pun intended. Of course it was. Always a pun intended with Scrappy D. Always. I have 1 or 2 subscribers who directly will say, I'm here for the jokes. Yeah, well, I'll be here all week. I do love to laugh. I like to have a good time. I like a good joke. My mother was like that too. God, does she love to laugh. Oh, and she had one of those laughs that would infect the whole room. You know, she'd get going. My other friend Jane, God rest her soul, she had one of those big boisterous laughs. It was like, forget it. Once Jane started laughing, you know, the room was on hold for half an hour because she couldn't stop. Good times, let me tell you. Happy memories. I like people who make other people laugh, you know? my poor little trumpet student on Wednesday, for any of you who know anything about playing trumpet, they have to occasionally empty a water key on their trumpet because, you know, you're blowing into it and it gets SPIT in it and, you know, they have to empty it. So, and I said to Madam, go empty your water key. It sounds like you've got Lake Michigan in there. I didn't, he was laughing so hard he couldn't stop. He did the same thing. He just got laughing. And, his mother was like, what did you say to him? I told her. And then he starts all over again. It was funny. Kids are funny. Digital pop-up egg timers to network switches. Wow. That sounds like a good variety. Are you kidding me? I didn't focus on computers just really because, you know what, it's easy. I've scrapped some other things. As a matter of fact, I've got a microwave I picked up this morning, and actually, for a change of pace, I'm actually going to scrap it because I can see in the back it's got a copper bearing. I'm just going to, you know, go after the copper windings on the motor. It looks like they're copper. I won't be able to get it apart. But, I'm going to go after that copper spool. Oh, come on. I'm a hobby scrapper. Believe it or not, I do not do this for a living. Although, over the winter months, I think I do a lot more of it. You know, in the summer, I'm really super busy with the music business, cleaning instruments and setting up next year's rental accounts. I have a band instrument rental service. That's how I got into the schools to get computers. They know me, so they weren't worried about the data, especially when I showed them what I was doing on my TikTok and YouTube channel. And that gives people a lot of confidence, guys, to know that you're somebody they can deal with. Well, good morning, David Donahue. How are you? I have to watch when I come up to my hour mark, because I got, like, yesterday or the day before, yeah, are you kidding me? It's very hard to find computer scrap right now. Everybody and his uncle has joined the bandwagon, you know. It's all because of the price of gold, you know. I think last week was the first week I didn't have anything to scrap. I had like nothing. I had no computer scrap at all. I was glad when the stuff came in. I pretty much keep like I try to plan my content for the week, you know, so I always make sure I have enough stuff around to scrap. Because if you're a content creator and you're not creating content, you're going to lose your subscriber base very quickly, huh? Yeah, this one is bent. Fiddly gibbets. Vintage scrap rescue. Now that sounds like a fun hobby. Welcome. I wish I had room for that, but because boy do I get a lot of vintage stuff in. And it's really cool too. I mean, it's just cool stuff. Trying to get these little annoying screws out, guys, is what I'm trying to do, because if I take the power screwdriver to them, they're going to strip. Let me move this over a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm so used to the blades, the big servers that take up so much space. These take up very little. And I keep winding up out of the field of view here. There. Yeah, sorry about the live. What was it, Friday or Thursday? Thing just kicked off on me. Apparently, you can record for an hour, and then they request confirmation that you're you. I didn't see it, and the damn thing just shut down on me. Come on, baby, let's go. Off with you. Up, there it is, right on cue. Excuse me a second. Find two that look alike. What do you do if none of them look alike? Confirm. Do it again because it's going to make me. I can't even see this. Two. Okay, now it'll let me continue. Well, good for you. It's a lot of fun. 1988 vintage scrap rescue. I will be watching for that because I love stuff like that. I have to live vicariously through my other people. Boy, this one really doesn't want to come off. That is bent. Come on. Crap. Yeah. Let me try getting these out and see if I can get myself a little more leverage. Huh? excuse me for 1 second, guys. Just gonna grab my coffee. I'm gonna unscrew those small screws at the front. See if I can give myself a little bit more leverage to get that cover off. I hate to just put things back to go at them after, because then you just wind up with a big pile of stuff that you didn't finish, you know. Yeah, well, I'll tell you, 1988 Vintage Scrap Rescue, watch some of the people on TikTok. They do some really great things, and practice. Practice by yourself for a little bit, unless you're comfortable in front of crowds. I was a teacher, so it really didn't bother me to go live. Two of my nephews sat in my living room and said, well, you're going to go live. I said, no, I'm not. My house is a mess. I got dishes in the sink. I haven't even cleaned the house yet. I brushed my teeth, but that was about it. I said, no, I'm not going. Oh, yes, you are. I'm like, no, I'm not. Well, they got me going live, and I suppose I should thank them for it, eh? Yeah. I started on YouTube, but I started doing like instructional videos about how to take computers and stuff down. That was how I started, and the younger generation in my family decided that TikTok was the way to go. I'm like, I hate TikTok. I don't want to be bothered with it. It's going to get banned again. And now look at all the friends I've made. You know, it's fun. Hello, One Fish Dave. Welcome. That makes sense. Yes, it does. Seems to be a part of the business. Oh, you are not kidding. I'll tell you, it gets ahead of you so fast it isn't even funny. I actually negotiated a very good price on a storage locker, which they're running a special, $40 a month for the next 6 months, and it's huge. So it's going to be a lot cheaper than putting a garage in. And yeah. Where do you hail from, 1988 Vintage? I'm in Connecticut, about an hour from New York City. Okay, come on. Here we go. We got a date here. Foxconn 10/7/2013. You know, a lot of the people in the gold community will tell you the older the golder. So really, the refiner, who has declined to work with me because he doesn't think I produce enough product, and that's okay. You know, he's got a business to run, and that's okay. He his stipulation is 3,000 pounds to start. I said, I got 3,000 pounds in my storage bin. I'll bring it right now. Got 2 Gaylord boxes full. But that's okay, you know. But he was in his. He has a very good video up on. He had a very good video up about computer boards and such prior to 2020. How much better they are. Manchester, New Hampshire. Not too far from me. How's the weather up in there in New Hampshire? It looked like we were going to get storms today, but I think the sun may just make an appearance. Yeah, see, this is really bent, guys. That's why I'm having such a time with it. It's bent very badly, and that's, you know, that's why I'm having such a tough time with it. Not because I broke it, just because it is really super bent. It's a bent blade server. I try to get it from the side here. This looks a little more promising. It's loose. It's just that it's bent and it won't slide. Let's give it a go from here. progress. Let me go from the other side. This is probably going to be the last one I do, guys. Hello, Ed Coleman. Okay, this is really, you know what me off. Welcome, America. Crap. And it's just like I said, it's bent. It's bent, so it's getting me bent. D-bend Z-scraps. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, you know what? Now it's just the principle of the thing, eh? Now you didn't think it was going to be easy, did you? Yeah. Well, hang on. I don't want to pull at it without something covering my hands. I have no wish to repeat the events of several videos ago when I sliced my hand open. Wow. 1988 vintage was just shearing how they had been gifted quite a bit of E-scrap. Take it, just move it off, just get it out of my way. That's nice. That's the best way to get it. Damn. Alright, well, that is bent. Alright. Now what I'll have to do is take the angle grinder and cut. But I don't want to do that in the house. It's messy. Plus nobody's home, and playing with power tools is not a good idea when you're alone, you know. Hey T. Lobianco, welcome. I'm destroying Cisco blade servers this morning. Did I say destroy? I think I meant recycle. This one's going to be a pain in the ass too, huh? Come on. I said ass. Supposed to come off. Come on. There we go. Be sitting there fighting with the thing for an hour, huh? This is how we do it. Yeah. Well, there's the inside. And again, these are all pretty much the same, guys. I'll do this one, and then I'm going to go and get ready for church. Wow, another nice bit of RAM here. That's one reason it's when I buy E-scrap. Personally speaking, you guys can do whatever you want. If I'm looking to actually buy it, which I really don't like to do, I prefer when it's okay, awesome. I'm going to check that out. I don't know how to pronounce it, Ohako. But I'm definitely going to check that out. Thank you for telling me. Soldering Sunday for us, and tomorrow is Microcontroller Mondays. I love seeing more STEM. Outstanding. And I learned from watching you guys. Now we got a nice bit of RAM here. This should give me another pound of RAM, guys. So I should have have at least 2 pounds here. This I already know is a pound, and this is getting pretty close. That'll be in my eBay store, CT Band Instruments. By the way, guys, if you see material in my eBay store that you're interested in purchasing, get in touch with me. I'll get you a better deal, huh? I use eBay just because it's less of a hassle for me. Yeah, this is good. Anyway, so when I'm looking to buy stuff, I try to get an idea what's in it. I've turned down numerous offers for servers because there was no RAM and no CPU, and they took everything out. Well, you know, you want me to pay you for a board that weighs 3 pounds that I'm going to make $21 on, plus have to ship it? No thanks. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know what's in there. You got to really take a good look. Hey, Angel Williams, how are you? Angel's been with me since I started the channel. It is a GM, indeed. Angie K, welcome. So, you know, if you're going to have to buy your e-scrap, which is, you know, your last resort, you got to try to get into a school system. You got to get yourself friends with the computer recycler. That's what you got to do. You got to call shops. You got to call people. The biggest problem with computers, guys, is it's security. You know, companies are not going to just hand out their computers to just anybody. You got to show them that you're going to destroy it. You're going to take it apart. You're going to recycle it. You're not going to resell the hard drives. And having a YouTube channel is a great way to do that. Or TikTok, as the case may be. All right. Yeah, we're going to have 3 pounds of RAM available in the store later today, guys. It'll be this. So again, if you see something there, give me a holler. Oh, I have fans. I have a fan club. Oh, how cool is that? Number 9 fan in my fan club. Well, welcome, Angel. I don't know a lot about all these little TikTok-y, nuancy thingies, but I'm learning. It was funny. Who did it the other day? Custom Computer sent me a bouquet. It was hilarious. My whole screen lit up and there's all kinds of things flashing and it was so cool. I'm just had to adjust the air conditioner. I had to turn it on. Our oak tree in our yard. It's over 100 years old. I mean, the thing is just an amazing, amazing tree. It's not going to be there too much longer. But it sheds these about this big, and they're just all full of pollen, leaves and stuff. Just makes a mess and wreaks havoc with my allergies. Good morning, Mark Whittington. Alright. So this is going to be the last one I do this morning, guys. Just like I said, I do have to try to get myself ready for church this morning. Gotta thank God for all the goodness He's given me, I'll tell you. And a lot of that goodness is you guys. You're really, you're awesome. You know, just awesome people to hang out with. You really are. I really enjoy it. I really do. If you're gonna do this, you know, I need both hex and Torx for this. Hex and Phillips head, rather. So these are Cisco blade servers. goodness of a big server without all the weight. You know, these were a fantastic, just really fantastic thing to scrap. They're fairly straightforward. I didn't have to deal with tons of weight. They really were pretty good. Except for that one over there that didn't want to give it up and let me take the cover. That's better. Alright, let me start pulling stuff apart here. Got the gold in there, guys. Alright, so these slide into a cabinet, into a tray. So there's a lot of gold recovery on these blade servers. It probably goes into some type of a backplane board. This will go into a backplane board that's inside of that cabinet. Okay. Let me see. Just debating which way I want to go with this. I don't want to break anything. Welcome aboard, Wiser Big Banger. I'm sure I'm butchering some of these names. Sorry. Very raggy. It's okay, Scooby. Right. Come on now, why don't you want to come out of here? There's a pin board under here. I think it's just going to be work free. That's all. Yeah, 2011 Cisco systems. Wow. There we go. Look at that. Gold fingers. These will all be in a batch. I'll put them in my eBay store when I get all of these servers apart. I'll put it as a lot. I'm going to sell these as low-grade peripheral boards. There's some chips here, but mostly, you know, it's going to be that. These would be a really good value if you're looking for something inexpensive for gold refining. These won't be too bad. But again, I'll put them up when I get everything done. You know, to make it worth time. You know, I've got to ship stuff. It's... Like I said, I won't see you live next Sunday. For Mother's Day, I've got some plans. Taking a family member out for Mother's Day. And again, I know there's gold in here under this cover. I know because there it is right there. So I know under here is gold. I know there's a good chip under here. Here, like this. Okay. That's what it looks like. I've been told they're voltage cards of some type. Alright. Let's get the rest of this apart. Some nice gold here. Right, really nice gold here. I will repost this video on my YouTube channel, D-Scraps, E-Scraps. You can't repost a TikTok video if it goes over an hour. And I usually go between like an hour and a half to 2 hours on my lives. I don't really go much more than that. So this will be a nice hunk of aluminum. I'll have to get these off. I'm going to try to get that aluminum ready for the scrapyard tomorrow. I've got to make I've already got to make a scrap run, and I don't want to do just metal because it's a waste. So I gotta kind of have something to offset it. So I'll probably spend the afternoon cleaning up heat sinks. I was surprised though. I got these out of the Dells, and they're pure copper. So and then the Cisco's only had the aluminum. These are Xeon chips, guys. I sell them by the pound. They're pinless CPUs. Not really great for gold recovery for me. I mean, the pin CPUs are much better for gold recovery, but you know, what I do is I'll put them up in my eBay store. If you see something there that you like, please direct message me. I can put a package together for you. If you're looking for something in particular, maybe a part or something, I'm sure, God knows I got parts. Or if you're looking to put, like a volume pricing together or something. What I do is I leave it on my eBay store for about 2 weeks, and if it doesn't go, I ship it off to my buyer. I know it's hard to get e-scrap. I'm sorry I can't do it any cheaper than what I do. Yeah, this is the crap that's coming off my tree. It's coming off my oak tree. It's killing my allergies. That's why I'm so stuffy this morning. I can't take a loss on it either, so, I'm pretty much selling it for exactly what board sort would pay me. They're Xeon chips. They're pretty, it cracks me up. These things were hundreds of dollars back in the day. Hundreds of dollars. Now they're what, $40 a pound maybe? Unbelievable. I have those up for sale by the way, by the pound. Somebody asked me recently, I wasn't even thinking about reselling the e-scrap. Somebody just asked me off the top of my offhand if I was willing to sell any of it. Sure, I don't care who I sell it to. I can sell it to you. I can sell it to board sort. But yeah, if I can make it available to you guys, I'm really very happy to do so. I'm not in a position where I have to sell it all right away to, make a check, so to speak. I've gotten to a point now where we ship every day. I ship a box to my buyer, and then they total it all up on Wednesday. They process it on Thursday, and I'll get paid the following Saturday, a week later. And so I'm not in a position where I have to rush like a maniac to sell stuff. So my point being is I can afford to wait a little bit. That's my point. Had to get that one off first. All right, almost done, guys. This is going to be the last of it for this morning, I think. Looks like the sun might make an appearance, and that would be nice. So I've restocked. I've got about 3 or 4 pounds of RAM available for sale. If you want, don't feel like you have to go buy it. I don't mean it that way, but just to let you guys know, it's there and I have it available for you. These boards will be for sale. They'll be listed as a Cisco Systems dual metal socket motherboard. And again, whatever board sort is paying, that's what I'll be charging. It weighs about 3 pounds. So it's probably $20, $21 board, something like that. Alright, so I gotta get the rest of this off. And these riser cards. Oops. Riser cards, riser posts. And I've written 19888 vintage electronics some places you might want to look to if you're into micro scrapping. Scrap It All does a lot of that kind of stuff. Patrick Williams does a lot with micro scrapping. Scrap It All. Who else? I haven't seen. Oh God, what's his name? He's a science teacher. He's a Canadian fella. I haven't seen much of him lately. But, you know, there's a lot of microscrapping out there that you can, you certainly can look up. Shark Scrapper, he does a lot of electronics recycling too. So, and of course E-Waste Bin takes apart everything vintage from computers to, he did a really cool old school server the other day. Just was sick, the chips that came out of there. Man, drool, drool, drool. The older the better. Kind of like me, huh? Alright. So this is the board, and that's the back. Alright guys, well thank you for spending part of your Sunday morning with me. I'm going to get cleaned up and try to get out and about on my errands and things like that. And again, if you're interested, my eBay store is CT Band Instruments, and I do have an e-scrap department. Why does this look like it freezed? I guess it's working. Alright everybody, thank you for sharing with me this morning. Good to see you all. Like I said, next week I probably won't be live on my usual Sunday morning because I'll be out of town for the Mother's Day weekend, of course. Thanks everybody. God bless. I hope you found some good information here. And yeah, these are the Cisco Blade servers that I was touting all week. Now keep an eye on the eBay store. If you're interested in any of this scrap, let me know and I'll work you out a deal. If not, I'm glad you were able. I hope I was able to teach you something about scrapping this morning. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.